Oh, don't start going out of focus just because I turned you on. All right, so I am babysitting my little puppy nephew, and he wheezes. And I didn't think the microphone that I got for this camera was that good, but the last time I filmed this, he was like clear across the room from me, and you could still hear him wheezing, like faintly, but you could still hear him. So if you hear that in the background, that's what it is. Okay guys, I am so very excited to be filming this. It is a Project Pan collab. This is called Partners in Cream. I did not come up with this. This was created by the lovely Steph and then DaLin here on YouTube, and I will link their stuff down below and in the cards. But DaLin's YouTube is actually Outward Processing. It's not like her name. So anyway, what is this? This is a project pan to focus on all of the cream type products in your collection. So that could be like ColourPop Super Shock shadows. It could be like, you know, cream blushes, bronzers, highlighters. You know, I guess you could throw in lip balm, foundation, concealer, like anything as long as it's not like a powder. So this starts on January 10th. And it is year long with updates monthly, like on the 10th or around the 10th, I guess, like whatever fits your schedule. And then it's 3 to 5 products that you choose, and it's rolling. So as soon as you either finish something up or hit your goal on it, like you're rolling in something else. But it is a year long thing. I just want to quickly look down and make sure it's Partners in Cream. I guess they're going to use that as a hashtag too. And I just want to make sure. Yes. So I will link Steph's, not only her channel, but her intro video to this because she like explains it. And there's also a link in that video to a Google Doc spreadsheet where you could sign up if you wanted to join this too. I don't know who all is joining this. I'm filming this intro like a few days before the 10th. I think today's like the 7th of January. So all of like the people that are in it will be on that Google Doc, I assume. And or that's just the sign up sheet. So I guess there will be like a playlist or something that I can link down below to help you out if you want to find other people that are doing this. And if you're doing it, let me know down below because I would love to check out your video and follow along. But let's just get into the 5 products that I've chosen. I decided that since this was like a year-long thing to be a little bit more ambitious, and 1, because it's a year long, but 2, because I am just so nervous that cream products are just gonna like expire on me out of the blue. So I really wanted to focus on some of those like harder items and make sure that I put those in first. That way I have like the whole year to work on them. And you know, yeah, sometimes I start talking and then I tune myself out and then I don't remember where I'm going with it. I do have 5 items here. One of them is like a gimme. I don't know how people say that. But the other 4 are harder, so I figured having one gimme product was fine, right? Yes. So let's just get that one out of the way. It is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, and it's in the flavor berry, and I have had this for a year now, and this is where it's at. There is not very much in there. I'm sure you can tell, like you can see through to the bottom, and you can see it's basically nothing is in there. I just need the push to finish this off, and I have like 2 sample sizes of this in my collection, so I don't know like why I just can't finish this off. And it is like a year old. I remember I ordered this off of Amazon, I think. So I really do like it. It's nice. I don't use it specifically like when I'm going to bed. Like if my lips just feel overly dry, then I put it on. And a lot of times I put it on like with my skincare stuff in the morning, and then let that like sink in while I'm doing my makeup. And then I just find that lipsticks and everything apply so much more better, so much more smoothly. I promise one day I will learn English. The next one. So this is a little sample, like deluxe travel size, mini size of the Milk Makeup bronzer stick, and it's in the shade Baked. You can see how tiny it is. So it's just a cream bronzer. I would roll it up so that we could see like how much is left in here. But when I started to do that, it got like this hole in the center of it and it kind of like freaked me out. So I don't want to roll it all the way up to see how much is left. So we'll all just kind of be surprised when it's gone. But I am going to swatch it out for you. It looks quite dark, you know, in just a swatch. But once you like blend this out on your face, and I use a beauty blender to blend mine out, but it actually turns into like this really pretty color, I think. It might be picking up a little more orange on camera, but I don't get that like orangey effect from it when I actually use this. And I do use this under a powder bronzer. I use this pretty much every day, but I have this and another cream bronzer in my collection. I like this one better, so I wanted to finish this one off because it's smaller and then move on to the other one, and then once that one's gone, repurchase like a full size of this one. So there's that. And then the next one, this one I can roll up all the way for you. This is the Tarte Twinkle Stick highlighter. I do not know how old this is. I got this in a BoxyCharm, I'm pretty sure, and I have not been subscribed to them for like 2, maybe 3 years. So who knows? But this is it's in the shade Spotlight, isn't it? Yeah, Spotlight. So here is how much is left, and I will mark this on like a piece of paper so that we can track it that way. But I really do want to use this up. It's a really pretty highlighter. It's not too terribly dark for me. Here it is swatched out next to the bronzer. I think, yeah, you can kind of see like the glow there. It's really pretty. It kind of has like a pinky undertone to it. And I just want to get more use out of it because this is like the oldest liquid cream highlighter in my collection. So gonna get that out of there. So this next product is gonna look a little funny. So let me explain this first. I got in a ColourPop order one time, it said like, oh, sorry for your package like being late. So they included this loose pigment powder in the shade Red Zone, which I thought was really nice of them. So I had this, and then I had the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Kitten Karma, and it's the full size. This was drying out. I like took the stopper out and I rehydrated it with like contact lens solution, but it just like it never, like I had to do that every few days to keep it. And so what I did was I dug out the rest of this, put in a fair amount of this ColourPop powder, added some jojoba oil and some eyeshadow primer, and made like my own Super Shock shadow. And there's quite a lot of product in there. So I will give you a swatch of it, and I really want to finish this up, which is gonna be a little ridiculous, I think, but you know what needs to happen, right? So here is the swatch of it. It's just like this really pretty pink champagne color. I am so in love with it. I probably won't use it as like a cream highlighter because it is a little chunky. There's like some glitters in it, but oh, you guys, it is just so pretty. And so I do want to use that up completely. And I don't know, I don't have like a scale or anything. I can't like weigh this for you, but this container that it's in was actually a Pixie blush duo, like a mini size of it. And it says that the blush was 0.16 ounces or 4.5 grams of product. Now this isn't like packed down or filled to the brim, but just to give you like a reference point of like, I guess how big the packaging is. But yeah, so excited to be bringing that in. And then the last one, this is probably going to be this, and that eyeshadow that I just showed you will be the hardest, I think. So that's why I wanted to make sure I rolled them in from the beginning. It's okay, Jasper. It's just the door shutting. It's okay. It's okay. When the heat kicks on, it like shuts the bedroom door, and then my dog thinks that a murderer is coming in to get us all. Anyway, so the last item in this project for me is going to be my palette from The Balm. It's the How About Them Apples palette. I'm sure if you guys have been like watching my Project 50 Pan roulette thing that I do, you saw this in here. So I've already finished off 2 shades of this, but I want to finish off the other 4. So here's what it's looking like at our start. So as you can see, the 2 in the corners are the 2 that we finished off. Cobbler down here, this like really vibrant red shade already has pan in it. And then I don't know, yeah, you can tell right there. This shade, which I believe is Candy, yeah, Candy, already has pan in it as well. Crisp, I have used a fair bit. I don't know if you can tell, there's a dip in here. This one is like formulated differently than the other ones. It is not as creamy, and that's not a bad thing. And it's never been, like, it's always felt stiffer than the other ones. So it's going to take quite a long time, I think, to actually hit pan and use this one up because it's much slower moving. But it's a really pretty, like, peachy color with like a golden sheen to it. So like in the summer and fall, oh, I cannot wait to pull it out. And then Pie here, the last one left. I haven't ever touched Pie. I'm pretty sure I've like maybe, no, I don't even think I've swatched it. So I've never touched that one. But what I want to do is, while we're finishing off winter, kind of go in on Cobbler and see how much progress I can make on it. It is so pigmented and so red that just the teensiest little bit goes a long way. So I really want to work on that. And then come springtime, start with Candy and Pie here. So I think with only having the 4 shades in here and already having pan on 2 of them, I think it's pretty realistic to use this up within the year. I don't think I'm like setting myself up for failure there at all. The other 2, I want to say Cider and Caramel, they probably each took about like 2 to 3 months of like consistent use to finish them up. But yeah, and you can use this on your lips. I have tried using Cobbler on my lips because it is so red, but it's very drying and I don't like the effect of it. It fades away very quickly and it looks kind of like those ultra blotted lips, and I just don't like that effect. It doesn't fade away nicely like those are supposed to, but it does fade away. So these will only be being used on my face. But yeah, that is it. That is my 5 products, and so I will catch you guys back again on February 10th, which feels like so close. And then we will see if we can roll anything out. Probably nothing's going to change except for rolling out the Laneige lip sleeping mask, hopefully. And then, so if I finish that off, I will roll something new in. That's how I'm going to treat this. Not everything will be like, oh, I want to finish it off. Like, I'm sure some things will be like, oh, like I just want to hit pan in it. But for right now, all these 5 items that we have in, the goal is to finish them off. So I hope you guys... Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and like I said, everyone will be linked down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!